Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be looking at and reacting to some clips about Lou Elizondo's appearances on some talk shows, CBS in particular, talking about things in relation to his book, some interesting facts, him giving his insights. It's really good, guys. We are very blessed to have the kind of entertainment and leaks that we're getting from this man. He's a patriot, and I can't wait to show you what the fuck he's saying. This is actually insane, guys. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because it gets crazier the longer it goes. And holy shit, check it out.
The government is not this huge colossal machine, if you will. It's segregated into these little fiefdoms, if you will. And unfortunately, they don't always coordinate and talk with one another. As far as these vehicles not being made by humans, if you will, that's not me saying that. We have scientists, some of the top scientists that your taxpayer dollars have paid for them to conduct this research. And at the end of the day, when you're studying the material and you're studying the capabilities of these vehicles, and frankly, there's nothing that we have that compares to what these vehicles can do, the capabilities that they're demonstrating in front of us, then one has to ask, well, where are they from? And if it's not our technology and it's not some sort of adversarial technology, it's someone's technology.
Hey everybody, I'm Lou Elizondo, author of the book Imminent, the Pentagon's Hunt for UFOs, where you will learn about the decades-long program the U.S. government has had investigating UFOs, and more importantly, what we as a government learned about UFOs. Buckle up and get ready for a wild ride.
Yes, we are ready for a goddamn wild ride. Am I right, guys? Am I right? So, yeah, this is insane. So this next thing I'm about to show you is something he did this morning. So, all this news, it's up to date. It's bread and butter, guys. Make sure to subscribe to be getting the latest stuff right from here. And, appreciate you. Yeah.
Comments on 60 Minutes by former Pentagon and intelligence official Lou Elizondo put the global spotlight on the government's look into unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. Now Elizondo is sharing more details about his work. He is the author of the new book, Imminent, Inside the Pentagon's Hunt for UFOs. In it, he writes these crafts are not made by humans, and they present a very serious national security issue. Lou Elizondo joins us first right here on CBS Mornings. Welcome.
Thank you. My honor and privilege.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think, even if you don't believe in UFOs or you are someone that definitely believes that there is something out there, you talk about this idea of these crafts being created to, quote, be friends from out of town. What makes you so certain that they're not made by humans? And also, if I could, early in your book, you said when governments lie to their people, all of democracy is at risk. Do you think the government is lying?
Well, we know that the government never lies, right? Iran-Contra, Pentagon Papers, Afghanistan withdrawal. No, unfortunately, the government is not this huge colossal machine, if you will. It's segregated into these little fiefdoms, if you will. And unfortunately, they don't always coordinate and talk with one another. As far as these vehicles not being made by humans, if you will, that's not me saying that. We have scientists, some of the top scientists that your taxpayer dollars have paid for them to conduct this research. And at the end of the day, when you're studying the material and you're studying the capabilities of these vehicles, and frankly, there's nothing that we have that compares to what these vehicles can do, the capabilities that they're demonstrating in front of us, then one has to ask, well, where are they from? And if it's not our technology and it's not some sort of adversarial technology, it's someone's technology. In
a statement to CBS News, the Pentagon spokesperson said that the department will follow the data wherever it leads. However, to date, we have not found any credible evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Are there other explanations that should be considered? Is there hard evidence that this is a non-human technology?
That's a great point. And so I think we need to look at this from a temporal aspect, a time aspect. I think if you were to look at it now and say, well, there's no evidence these things are, if you will, not human. The reality is we've been dealing with this topic as a government for decades. So it's not like there's some sort of adversarial technology that just popped on the proverbial radar that's ahead of us. This is something we've been dealing with as a nation for 60 years. So let's put that into perspective. This would be like going into King Tut's tomb for the very first time and finding a fully assembled 747 inside the tomb. It doesn't make sense, right? From a time perspective, we're talking the 1950s, the late 1940s, where this technology has been demonstrated over controlled U.S. airspace, over some of our most sensitive military installations. And by the way, there's official U.S. documentation that substantiates this.
You know what, Lou? I really enjoyed your book. I thought it was really eye-opening about the secrets that people keep. You make a point of saying you believe secrets have an expiration date. And it seems you and your family really went through hell as part of your job, both physically and mentally. And at one point, you ended up quitting your job, and your wife said to you, "Who quits a job without a job?" And you said to her what?
Well, I said to her a lot of things, I'm sure. At the end of the day, I made the decision to leave my job and pursue this topic because it was the right thing to do. And I don't think my family would have respected me if I didn't.
You said a man who can't live with himself. That's a line that stood out to me. But why do they want to keep this a secret? And what do you mean that secrets have expiration dates in less than 90 seconds?
Sure, less than 90 seconds. Well, secrets are made to protect two things, sources and methods. They're not designed to stop, if you will, the American people from learning the truth about embarrassing things or trying to hide things. This is a topic where I believe America can handle the truth. And I think America deserves to know the truth about this topic, about your taxpayer money that's been spent over the decades to try to figure out just what the heck is going on. Look, you have former directors of national intelligence, former directors of CIA, and even former presidents all coming out saying, yeah, this is a valid and real topic and a national security issue.
Yeah, and I think there's so much information in that book we so appreciate and wish we had more time, Lou. Lou Elizondo, thank you for coming in. Imminent goes on sale tomorrow wherever you buy your books.
Okay, guys, so that's pretty mainstream, right? I don't know how mainstream you get more than that, right? CBS News, everyone's grandma's gonna see that shit. So things are moving in a good direction right now. This year is proving to be quite eventful. In the start, beginning to seem like nothing was gonna happen until after the elections, etc. But I'm glad it's happening. I really am, and I'm excited to see what else comes out of it. And guys, to reward those still watching, the best is still to come. Okay, even after all that, right? So I got a surprise at the end. So just keep watching. It's gonna be good. And subscribe, like, and share, and comment, and all that good stuff. It really helps the algorithm. And yeah, enjoy this, guys.
Next question comes from Mick West. I'd like to ask Lou Elizondo, I'll just read this verbatim. If he really thinks this is non-human technology that can revolutionize the world and maybe include contact with aliens and extra-dimensional beings and so on, why is he so concerned with NDAs? Surely for the good of humanity, he should release the evidence that he has.
Surely for the good of humanity. And then he can go ahead and pay for my mortgage. He can put my kids through school. He can come visit me every day and give me soup while I'm behind bars, spending the next 40 years of my life, doing a service for somebody else. I've already put my neck on the line. So all due respect, Mr. West, if why don't you? There's nothing stopping you. Why don't you do it? I've already put my career, my reputation, and credibility on the line. I've already foregone my retirement and my pension. How much more else do you expect me to sacrifice? You want me to put myself up on a cross and nail myself to it just because? I think we've come pretty far so far. I think I haven't had to go to jail, and we've come pretty damn far in the last 3 years. So I guess a simple "you're welcome" is probably would be my response.